So is Bihar a done deal as the exit polls are claiming? What are the X factors that one has to look for as one looks for the winner of the Bihar political league tomorrow? First, let's take a look at those exit polls. Remember, the India Today Axis My India exit poll, regarded as the most credible poll for its formidable track record, has given the NDA about 39%, the Mahagathbandhan about 44%, so a 5% lead. The Lok Jan Shakti Party of Ramvilas Paswan's son Chirag 7%. The Grand Democratic Secular Front of leaders like Owaisi, Mayawati and Upendra Kushwaha get 4%. Others are 6%. Now, seat share, and this is the challenge of every exit poll, to project percentages into seats. The NDA gets about 69 to 91 in the 243 member assembly. So halfway point is roughly 80, not even touching the 3-figure mark. The MGB, the Mahagathbandhan, is way ahead, 139 to 161. Halfway mark then would be around 150, so closing in on a 2/3 majority. LJP 3 to 5, Grand Democratic Secular Front 3 to 5, others 3 to 5. So that's what the Axis My India poll says. What is our poll of polls saying? And that is also important. Take a look at how the poll of polls is playing out. Clearly, when you go through all these polls, the general numbers, as I'm putting it up, show that the Mahagathbandhan is well ahead. See Voter, Jan Ki Baat, Chanakya, all of them are giving a clear victory to the Mahagathbandhan. The one outlier here is DB Research, which seems to suggest a potential hung assembly in Bihar. Someone has gone, Chanakya has gone as high as 180 for the Mahagathbandhan. So will this happen tomorrow, or will we see a dramatic shift in fortunes tomorrow? And will the pollsters be proven right or wrong? What are the X factors that could change these numbers? That's what I want to look at closely at the moment, because this is the Bihar political league. And my first X factor is, will Nitish Kumar hold on to the women vote bank? And I'll explain in a moment why this is critical. Joining me now is Manisha Priyam, political analyst who's tracked Bihar for years. Sandeep Shastri, Pro Vice Chancellor, Jain University, coordinator of Lok Niti, which is the premier political research agency in the country. Rahul Verma, fellow Center for Policy Research, who's been tracking these elections closely. Rajat Sethi, author, political analyst, who's close to the Bharatiya Janata Party, is also with us. So let's turn to that first X factor. Will Nitish Kumar hold on to the women vote bank? And the reason it's seen as important is because Nitish has traditionally been seen to be strong against women, and now Election Commission data released today suggests 4% more women voted than men. 59% women voted, 55% men voted. Does that make a difference? Sandeep Shastri, could this become an X factor come tomorrow, given the fact that women have voted in larger numbers than men in Bihar this time? They did it in 2015, they've continued the trend in 2019.
Rajdeep, I think the linked factor we have to consider is both in our Axis My India poll and in the Lokniti CSTS post poll, which has actually come out this evening. More than 80% of the respondents say unemployment, price rise and the economy are critical factors. And I think for women as for men, it is the same factors. So the women who had voted for the JDU-BJP alliance in the past, given the fact that the focus of women also is on critical economic issues, and the government in Bihar does not seem to have done too well on that, I'm not too sure whether an increase in voter turnout among women would be good news for the NDA. Trends don't seem to suggest that that could be good news for the NDA.